Being authentic is hard because parts of your brain don't want you to be authentic. They want you to fit in with everyone else. Tim Urban, author of the popular blog Wait, But Why? Tim has revolutionized the way that we think about many topics, from procrastination to the way that we examine life for what it is, not what we think it is. He is so curious that he's even made a 7-part blog on just the idea of who Elon Musk is and how his brain works, which is exactly why in this week's episode of MasterTalk, we are going to break down the complex, the intricate Tim Urban. Hi everyone, Brendan from MasterTalk here on your go-to channel to master your talk, and today we're talking Tim Urban. So let's get into his crazy brain. Number 1, when you consistently create free content for the general public, it eventually helps you become a world-class speaker or thinker. Tim's success is no surprise. Wait, But Why is a fascinating blog. Some of his blogs could be the length of an entire book, to be honest. That's how long they are. But because his process, his thinking is so thorough, it helps him structure his thoughts whenever he keynotes or when he shares ideas on a podcast. And it's that curiosity, that willingness to put himself out there consistently and frequently that allows him to constantly challenge himself and force him to create new ideas. Think about the YouTube channel. The reason I need to keep coming up with new ideas and push my brain, frankly, is because I committed to once a week. And eventually I run out of ideas. I run out of videos to post. So I need to get my creative noggin thinking of new ways to add value back to my audience. Or I'll lose you guys. Hopefully not, since you like my dashing good looks. The point that I want to drive is that with Tim Urban, his insane curiosity to develop new ideas has allowed him to create new thought leadership in the world today. From his crazy graphs about Elon Musk and how he structures out his day, to the number of years that he tells you have with your parents, which is shockingly low, by the way. So I would encourage you to develop that curiosity and not be afraid to go as deep in a subject as Tim does with his. Number 2, never lose your childlike creativity. Tim Urban has been described by many as the intellectual who refuses to grow up. Even if Tim is absolutely intelligent and super thorough about the way that he thinks about business, career, and politics, he also draws pictures of dinosaurs and spaceships and crazy monkeys, where on a TED stage, he compared laziness to a monkey, which I think is really fascinating if you think about it. But I feel there's a deep lesson there that many of us have forgotten. Where is our childlike creativity? Because Tim refused to grow up in that way, he keeps that same aliveness for ideas, for new ways of seeing the world. Imagine when you were 5 years old and you would go into a toy store. You would go bananas looking at a toy. You say, oh my God, look at these puzzles. Where has that creativity gone? You know, there's a great quote in a movie called Yes Man. The quote goes something like this: "The world is our playground. We seem to know it as kids, but as we grow older, we forget it along the way." Don't lose your childlike curiosity. Don't use, or rather lose, that ability, that willingness to be creative, because it's that bubble, it's that way of thinking that allows us to come up with the original, the innovation, and the ideas that will truly transform people's lives. But the only way to get there is to take a little bit of risk. To be willing to go, you know what? Maybe I should draw a picture of a monkey. Maybe I should compare communication to rappers, train rides, or even karaoke like I've done on this channel. Don't lose that curiosity. Don't lose that creativity. Just go back to your 5-year-old self and you might discover ideas that no one in your industry has ever thought of. Number 3, question everything. until you arrive at a truth that only you can discover. There is one question that Tim has repeated the most, probably since he was a child. Why? Why? Hence why the name of his blog is Wait, But Why? Because he's always asking this simple yet powerful question, Tim's day-to-day life is questioning everything that most of us don't really bother thinking about. Why is this happening? Why do we order coffee this way? Why do we have to take a bus every morning? When you start to do this, sure, most of the answers to those questions might not be very good, but once in a while, you'll discover something about life that is really fascinating, and it'll drive you down a rabbit hole. And I would encourage you to do the same. I would argue even that the best thought leaders in our society just ask why more often than others. But the reason we don't do it is because society conditions us to fit in a box, to play small, to follow the rules. But the people who transform the world break rules, like the amazing Tim Urban. So I challenge you to tap into your curiosity and ask why over and over and over again until you find the answer that you're looking for. Whether it's a new way of doing a recipe, or whether it's my case with MasterTalk. Why isn't a young guy with dashing good looks doing a YouTube channel on communication that is fun and entertaining? And it's that simple question, maybe minus the good looks, that led to MasterTalk. So find the right question and you'll find the answer that you've always been looking for. Being authentic is hard because parts of your brain don't want you to be authentic. They want you to fit in like everyone else. If there's anything I've learned from Tim Urban, it's this: embrace your child. Be the person you used to be when you were 5, because that's the person who is expressing who they truly are, how they're being, who they're being with their emotions. And when you tap into your true self, you'll realize a few things. One, that there's ever going to be only one version of you, which means that there has to be ideas that only you can share with the world. So figure out what those ideas are and get ready to share them, because the world is waiting for them. As always, if you enjoyed this week's episode of MasterTalk, be sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the YouTube channel as well to see more videos like this. And if you know one person who's as crazy as Tim Urban, send them this video so that they'll be one step closer to mastering their insanity. Take care, everyone.